going live again. Okay, signal's excellent. Lagging already. Fun. Create a new game will overwrite the existing autosave file. Wish to continue. Yes. Choose difficulty. Normal, apocalyptic. Apocalyptic's just plain bullshit because this game was not made. This game was made before Bayonetta came out, so like perfect dodges, counters weren't a thing yet. There is parries like God of War, but it's kind of jank, not gonna lie.
Hey, she.
Yes.
Your mom's a Bayonetta.
Thank you. Bayonetta's hot.
Since the dawn of time,
Yeah,
the
because I'm getting
armies
some
of
severe
heaven
lag.
and
Try
hell
updating now.
have waged an endless war.
Hang on.
Apparently it says the
Drawn
signal's
to the
good, but
conflict was
it's
the
lagging like a
Charred
bitch
Council,
between Discord and
an entity bound by ancient laws to preserve.
Your mom's a
modern
Sigma.
balance.
Okay, I'll stop now. Getting
It
boring.
held that any great
Yeah,
power
you're just trying to push
I have
it.
energy tonight. Can you tell?
in the very fabric of the universe.
Alright, let's listen to this metal
In
dialogue.
time, heaven and hell came to honor the council and its laws. For none were beyond the swift and terrible justice of the council's enforcers. A fearsome brotherhood known as the Four Horsemen. Amid the turmoil, the
Your
first
face is
humans
your mom.
emerged.
Ding!
The council foretold that these weak but cunning creatures would someday be integral to the balance. Thus, a third kingdom was named.
I think it's lagging. I can't tell.
Compare
Our
the-
audio's fine.
Compare the screens
A truce was forged.
between Discord and
That's what I'm trying to do.
look on your phone
The
and
great
then
pact
Let me check on my
by seven
phone.
seals, to be broken at the appointed time, when man's kingdom stood ready for the end war. A battle that would
It's cool this retells Revelation.
and determine the ultimate fate of the three kingdoms.
The game's running smoothly, it's just a bit behind.
like 2 to 3 minutes.
Like normal latency.
Let me put it to 6,000 because. Oh wait, it's green.
Oh. You know what I hope a company does the more I think about Promise Neverland? I hope a company like does it and redoes the second season. Because gosh damn it, after the first one it deserved better. I think Madhouse should have gotten it instead of whoever got it. I don't know, I just thought about that randomly.
It wouldn't save it. Wanna know why?
I mean, you know what I think would help if they did the Goldie Pond arc?
No. You wanna know why it couldn't be saved?
Why?
Because despite the manga starting off really well, it gets really shit later on.
Yeah, and the anime made the ending even worse. Oh my god. It's such a good concept in season 1 and then falls flat on its face.
Problem is that there was so much fucked up shit in between. Anyways, Giant Angel.
Ah, hey. It looks like something from fucking Blizzard.
Fun fact, the artist or the art designer for this game used to work on comics, and he is a hella good art designer. He worked on another game called...
I honestly thought you were gonna say Diablo, because the art reminds me of Diablo.
Well, it's very Diablo-esque. Hold on, I'm gonna lower the KBPS. No, not 60.
I mean, I imagine it was inspired by Diablo, because Diablo 3 was like a big thing when this came out. Did they just Wilhelm scream a guy?
No,
They
this
did.
game came out in 09. Diablo 3 came out in 2015, 2014.
Diablo 3 did not come out in 2014, I can guarantee you that.
No, it did.
No, it did not.
Look it up.
Diablo 3 came out like 2012.
Look it up. No, this game came out in 09.
Yeah, the DLC came out in like 2014.
No, Diablo 3 came out in 2015, 2014.
Diablo 3 came out in 2012. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, now I remember. The game just sucked at launch.
Told you.
The game just sucked at launch because the game required you to always be online.
Egyptian chanting.
Horseman approaches.
No. Egyptian chanting is how you summon Obelisk the Tormentor.
Well, I suppose any of the
the whole.
Any of
That is a
the-
Yu-Gi-Oh joke that I'm pretty sure she will not get.
That's okay, I get it.
Because you grew up with GX, so of course you don't.
I didn't grow up with GX.
I thought you did.
No, I watched reruns of the OG series, which is the one I prefer.
So you shouldn't know who Obelisk the frickin' Tormentor is.
My memory is shit.
It's like an executive producer.
Oh yeah. So the reason they made that joke in the Bridge series is because Slifer's name had to be completely censored.
Yeah, wasn't it,
Slifer,
no.
Death God Osiris. At least that's
Yeah,
the manga
that's
name.
right,
Oma in the English version.
Okay, that's
The
cool.
worst censorship they ever did was in season 1, where they were dueling the two
This game
cloak
is
dudes
like-
on top of the building.
This
And
game is like 200% cool and like 30% Zelda.
oh yeah.
Yeah, this game's awesome. Which, this is
Yeah.
also where I got my YouTube name from, specifically Darksiders 2, because, you know, Horsemen of Death. Yeah, I was really obsessed with the death motif back when in my high school, middle school years.
We all were. We all that
Every
edgy
single
fucking. Weirdly enough, I didn't have like my edgy phase until I was like 18, 19. Mainly because that's when my dad passed, so I was kind of edgy after that.
Yeah, now I prefer Edge with
Understandable.
Taste, which is Darksiders, and Darksiders 2 is Edge with Tastes.
Like I was the edgy young adult, not an edgy teenager.
Ah, okay.
I don't think I had a specific edgy phase, but I definitely had, like, a anime phase.
Oh, everyone
Where-
has an anime phase.
I think all of us did, and
These days, everyone does.
yeah, everyone.
These days, everyone does.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So the first anime I ever watched, like that I knew was anime, was Naruto. Then I switched to Death Note, and then yada yada yada. But I also grew up with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't know if those count towards the first anime I ever watched. Because if they did, technically the first anime I ever watched was Pokemon Season 1 on like fucking local reruns.
Well, I mean, that's everyone's first anime. We just all thought it was just a cartoon, which I mean, typically it is. Anime is just another word for animation.
For some
It's
reason,
another word for cartoon.
I'll never understand why my version of Pokemon aired on public broadcasting.
Sonic X.
Yeah, you got the Toonami dubs of like Naruto and stuff through there.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got stuck
exactly.
with
Except
the we got stuck with the shitty Disney XD ones for a while.
yeah. So
Don't make
so
me puke.
What we got-
Please.
Yeah,
Disney
so
XD
what
dub of
we
Naruto
got-
Shippuden deserves to burn in hell.
Bro, you want to talk to me about Naruto dubs? Motherfucker, I got the world's greatest Naruto dub. If you ever get a chance, look up the
They did an
like,
ocean dub
I
of
don't know-
Naruto, no fucking way.
I don't know if it's just the Australian release or if it's like
Was it Viz
European
Media?
release or whatever. I think it was Viz. They had
Oh,
just
you
like
got our dub.
awful trash intro where there's
Yup,
just like
you got our dub. It was like, Geo Sum, leap, kill, rise, Geo Sum. That one.
no. If I can find it, I'll put it into the clips channel.
Yeah, I think you got our dub because ours was Viz Media as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you know,
I know that America didn't really get that dub. For some reason, we got a
Really?
different one. At least from what I understand, you guys got like that like militaristic chanting. We got this like weird. I think it was the German intro actually. Hang on, let me see if I can.
yeah, we got. Our dub was also Viz Media. It's weird that we got different openings though.
What in heaven's name have you
Yeah,
done?
well, I think it might be because the American opening might be copyrighted in other parts of the world.
That
Or
or
like
has the word
Norway.
killing it and they just couldn't use it.
Oh, so we're watching a giant lava
That's
demon
also
destroy the city for more than some reason.
Oh yeah, you know, as it should be.
Yeah, this is just the average day in New York.
Honestly, New York had it coming.
Oh yeah, it's New York.
New York had
It's
it coming.
along with Jersey.
Oh yeah, New York. Oh no. We have the apocalypse coming, like sooner or later. Oh, you know, as of today, we implemented new punishments for public brawls. Like we now have stricter punishments for getting in bar fights, and it's like, damn it, I want to throw a chair at a guy.
Share this shit to you guys. It was the German intro. For some
Really?
reason, we got the fucking German intro
You gotta. Oh
here in
my.
Australia.
And it was dubbed, so you got the English dub with the
I got the
German
English dub,
intro.
yep.
What the
Yep.
fuck? That's weird
Yep.
as hell.
Yep. I have no idea why. But this is the shit that we got.
Yup,
Just
that is the dub we got, but for some reason you got the German dub.
Giant monster.
Yeah, no,
You
we
got the
got
German
guy.
opening.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The power of bullshit Deus Ex Machina. I am now weakened again for some weird reason.
What the fuck is this opening? What? Holy shit, this is awful. Why is there rap in it?
Yep.
This dude talks.
Oh my god.
This dude talks so much shit for the fact that the only
Sasuke
reason.
is really cool. I can't.
Oh my. I don't know what you guys are talking about because I'm currently watching this. What the hell is going on?
You broke the god law. Now you're gonna be
Holy
punished for it.
crap. That is the most AIDS opening I've ever heard in my life.
Right? It's so bad.
What? They can't even pronounce the characters' names right.
Yeah.
That is like a
So-
4Kids quality opening. Holy shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the actual dub. You got a garbage opening though.
Yeah. We had to put up with that on TV here. The actual like DVDs themselves, and like I think it was just the DVDs because I don't think we had VHS at that time.
Let me show you the one we got.
I know the one that you guys had. The
It
reason
was in
that
like
I
all
know
the
that-
toy commercials and shit at the time.
Yeah, the reason that I know that that's the one that I know the one that you guys got is because I've spoken and other people have talked about Naruto, and I'm like, oh, surely other people know about this weird, bizarre intro, and everyone's just like, what? And then I
No.
show them that, and they're like, what is
I had
this?
no idea. That is absolutely amazing.
Powerless against the demons.
That is worse than the 4Kids One Piece opening. Holy shit.
Yeah. Look, I like the 4Kids One Piece opening. I like.
No,
my
that's
bad
actually a
wax.
damn banger. But that
Yeah.
is absolutely garbage.
You know, I
4Kids had
would.
two good openings.
You know, I would
One
be
Piece
listening
opening
to this.
one.
I would be listening to you guys talk.
And Yu-Gi-Oh!
but
5D's
unfortunately, I
opening
can't like
one.
skip. I can't pause this, so unfortunately, I'm listening to two different convos right now. The game one and yours, and I don't know who to listen to.
Sorry, man.
Punish the ones responsible.
So I have no.
Thanks, Gara. I appreciate it. Yeah, this guy was Gara in the Naruto dub. Speaking of Naruto.
Then I will fail.
He also said the N word a bunch of times in Mafia 3.
Will have carried out your sentence.
Really?
Hooray!
Yeah, they have.
Sick.
Yeah, for Mafia 3. Hold
It
on.
was Mafia 3.
Let's end this cutscene first. Hold on. But yeah, Mafia 3. I think they got him in the game, and they have to play like one of the many background characters that are like the NPCs for enemies.
It's good to see the tunnel from the gold cave from Aladdin got himself another job.
Yes, he became the, the protectors of the three realms, heaven, hell, and earth. Also, Mark Hamill.
Yes, Mark Hamill as the Watcher.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Remember that, or I will really get under your skin.
Isn't he dead?
No, he's alive. He just became a grifter, unfortunately.
Oh. I feel like those who play the Joker are like doomed to have something terrible happen to them.
I mean, It is the Joker.
I really liked the first one of the modern Joker movies, but the second one was terrible.
Then there's
Like, I get they were trying to...
Then there's Return of the Joker, which is amazing.
Diversify the storyline.
It didn't need a sequel, that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is that it's supposed to be like a self-contained story, isn't it?
Yeah.
And guess where the Joker 2 was filmed?
Jersey.
An insane asylum my mom used to work at.
Hooray!
Here's the badass giant sword because it's anime as fuck.
My mom's worked pretty much a lot of places as a nurse. So she had to... So part of becoming a nurse in New Jersey, you have to work... Do you, like... You know how doctors do residencies?
Yeah.
Well, nurses have to do residencies in, like, pretty much every single, like, care facility type thing. And she had to do residency at that psych ward. And, oh my god, it was terrible because parents would just drop their handicapped kids off forever. And people had, like, the worst of mental diseases. It's bad. Like, it's why none of them exist anymore.
Jesus Christ.
Some enemies are more easily bought than killed.
Wait, you can bribe enemies to death? Like
No.
in Persona?
No, this is not an RPG. This is a hack and slash. You're required to kill everything you see. Mostly.
Then what the fuck did he mean by that? That's weird as shit.
You use the souls of your enemies to buy upgrades. How is that complicated?
Did we make any other funny jokes in the Fire Emblem stream besides the whole Ashes of Dead Family of Spices thing? Which I think grossed out quite a few people on the YouTube shorts.
Maybe because I said it tastes just like grandma, and it tastes just like her.
Oh, I have more comments! Yay! On that video. I attracted a few people to the actual live VOD, which is good.
How long have I been here?
Ah, yes, the apocalypse. Humanity is dead.
God damn it, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Thank God has to hit the reset button. It's a whole thing.
Actually, no. Humanity just kind of stayed dead.
Looks like our trajectory.
I mean, to be fair, humanity sucks. Like, we suck as a species.
No, because
I mean, that's a terrible outlook to have, but we fucking suck.
here's the thing in this series. Literally everything happened because we have no idea who the fuck started it. Because we've been stuck on a cliffhanger that was
The last problematic species on this planet got killed by a meteor.
I say, Bud.
Also, Mark Hamill.
And if I have to kick you, you'd better not bare your teeth.
Do you know if the meteor never hit, we never would have had the conditions for mammals to actually become humans?
Yeah, also, hold on. Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
God, his design looks so cool.
Oh, did you see what I called the short about the ashes thing?
What did it say? Tastes just like grandma?
I called it tastes like grandma used to make.
Here's the thing, what pisses me off being a Darksiders fan, and it's so sad. Technically, every game after this is just a prequel. And that's what sucks.
Yeah.
Darksiders,
I don't think I can out-dark myself on that joke unless I talk about something like eating babies
like
or
Dark
something.
Souls 2 is a prequel, Darksiders 2 is a prequel, Darksiders 3 is a prequel, Genesis is a prequel that's set thousands of years in the past, and 2 and 3, they take place during the the 100 years war was imprisoned. So
Your art style gives me such Blizzard vibes. I don't know why.
Well, the artist, like I said,
Like everything from the cutscenes to the characters, so he must have done some Blizzard work.
Well, he was a comic book artist. That's the thing. He's just really good at his job.
He also worked with Blizzard, I believe, for some
That explains it.
portion of his working life.
Like Blizzard always did these like big, bulky, short designs, like almost chibi style.
Not even chibi.
It's not chibi, it's just bulky.
Yeah, bulky.
I don't know. I
Really
call it the
overly
American
fine.
chib.
Just bulky, manly man.
The welcome party.
Yeah, I feel bad canceling Fire Emblem Awakening, but I don't have the time between like D&D prep and other shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Man, you have such limited combos in the early game. I forgot how limited things were. Like, I want to do a variety of stuff, but enemies don't have the health for it, or you just have little combos, because they die so easy. I forgot how they...
I want to finish it, because I never finished it, but I don't know where I put my copy. I go through all my 360 cases.
This is giving me hella Force Unleashed 1 vibes, and I don't like it, because Force Unleashed 1 enemies died super fast.
You know what's annoying? I lost one game case, right? And because I lost one game case, all my games like are in improper cases because I don't have enough cases for everything.
Yeah, you do get combos later on, but you need to like buy them from the shop.
Yeah,
DMC style.
Yeah, and it has the DMC 1 problem where skills and moves are super fucking expensive. Because DMC 1,
you know what I like about digital stuff?
Could not
you don't
buy...
have to worry about discs.
With DMC 1, you literally had to could not buy all the upgrades in a single playthrough. You were meant to replay that bitch multiple times, which was annoying because once you got the DMD, it got less and less fun because the whole thing with DMC 1's D&D is that I don't know, original DMC 1 was hard as shit.
Yeah.
You know, there are people that fucking speedrun that shit on DMD mode.
Oh, that's the thing. DMC 1's meant to be speedrun. I beat that game in a single session at one point. Like, I did one session...
But I beat it on the hardest difficulty speedrun.
Well, I promised you I'd do DMD at some point. I just need to beat the game I need to beat DMC 1, fuck 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then unlock DMD for all of them, which would take a while.
The fastest I've ever beat a game was in an afternoon, because Fable 2 can be beat in 7 hours.
Oh, you mean the game that's better than Fable 3?
I mean, yeah, Fable 2 is better than Fable 3. That's not an argument. So shout out to those two random motherfuckers.
If I ever beat this game, I really want to try streaming Darksiders 2, because I love 2. Because it's very, it's a looter slasher type thing, and I love it for it. It's one of the few looter slashers I'll tolerate. Yeah, it's very much hack and slash Diablo. Yeah. And it was probably my gateway drug into games like Borderlands as well, because of the whole looter style. Then Darksiders 3 happened, and then the DMC-like combos were gone. Darksiders.
I never played 3. What was the deal with 3?
3, you played as Fury, who is the weakest of the 4 horsemen, and it was also a Souls-like. Because of the fact they wanted you to feel like, yeah, you're not the strongest horseman, so you're going to be playing as a person that, you know, compared to her siblings, is not nearly as strong.
Oh, right.
And they wanted you to feel that by making it a bit of a Souls-like. Here's the problem. It's not really a balanced Souls-like. Because you have a combo game you can work with, but because of how the way the game's designed, it's like, oh, here's this combo you can use, and then, oh, look at that, you can't stun an enemy with said combo because you gotta dodge, parry, and it's annoying. I wish I'm really hoping for Darksiders 4 they go back to the hack and slash, because DMC 5 is on the rise. You know.
I'm gonna be shocked if Darksiders 4 actually exists.
It does, because they announced something involving Darksiders in 2023 or 2024. I don't remember, but oh, I was a happy boy that day. Because they announced something new with Darksiders, and I'm really hoping it's either a remake of 1 or a new game, and I'm all for it. Because 4 would end off the series so well. Because, remember how I said 2 and 3 were prequels in Genesis?
Did actually explain the story?
Yes, because Darksiders 1 left us off on a really big cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And the devs, and the thing is, we never got a conclusion to that cliffhanger, because 2 and 3 were meant to be prequels to fill in the gaps of, oh, what were the Horsemen doing during War's 100-year imprisonment? Genesis is a prequel before all those games, so you get to play as Strife, who is a kick-ass dude, by the way. He's basically Darksiders Deadpool, and I love him.
And with
Yeah.
Or was it 2 guns? I can't remember.
Dual wield, because obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Because
was.
that's even cooler.
Yeah.
2 guns is too cool.
He's Darksiders Dante. That's what he is. He talks a lot of shit too.
A few young ones. Spectacular. You seek the power behind the one.
And I'm hoping Darksiders 4 finishes off the stories, because this series really deserves to be finished. And I don't mean like, oh, because I just want the story to end. No, but because this series has so much potential that it really has. It needs to have its own DMC5 moment. I fully believe it should have its DMC5 moment.
Besides,
Darksiders project is on the way, in development. We don't know if it's a spin-off or a new game or a new mainline game,
I'm really hoping.
but it is in development.
and I'll feed your curiosity.
Because people are hoping that if it's Darksiders 5 or 4, we're hoping that it literally lets you play as all 4 horsemen. Because of the whole thing, you know, every game was meant to be a storyline for one of the horsemen. Like 2 was all about the death, trying to clear War's name. Fury was her trying to prove herself and fix what was fucked up during humanity. Genesis was meant to be like a whole prequel thing. I have not played that one yet, but it's hella fun.
If you're wondering why I was quiet for the last 3 minutes, I was listening to a cover of Ruthlessness by Caleb Hiles, and it fucking kicks ass.
It's Caleb Hiles.
You had to watch the shit Naruto dub out of your ears.
Yeah, I had to clear that with some Norwegian death metal, but you know.
Yeah, and
I can't wait for June 16th when a Date Everything comes out. It'll be sick.
We're not talking about Date Everything. We're talking about character action games that are awesome because it lets you do cool shit.
Fine, I'll keep my mouth shut.
But yeah, I talked about it already with like Puro on like one of the Mega Man streams, I think, or Ninja Gaiden. I don't remember which. But so many games, in order to cheap out on like, you know, saying, oh, we have death in our game. That death is just the Souls-like. And people think that, oh, because
Every game when you play has death in it, but you know, it just depends on whether you can start again or not.
Yeah, the problem is
People
that
die when they are killed, Batman.
the problem is like Souls-likes live and die by their level design and enemy design. In terms of melee combat, there's not really much there is. Yes, the builds can be seen somewhat as, you know, gameplay depth. Here's the problem.
Yeah, but it's more about the equipment than the actual character itself, though. Like, sure, you can have more or less health, more or less stamina, whatever, but like, it all hinges on your ability to actually equip yourself properly and be able to grind out a gameplay style that actually works with the game.
And then when you did all the builds you could think of, then you're forced to start making your own fun. Which is why, like, no weapon, fist only level 1 runs for Dark Souls are so popular. But the thing is, though, I feel like FromSoft is trying to trick Souls players into thinking they like character action games. Because ever since I played the DLC for Elden Ring, they've been adding movesets that are very, like, combo heavy. And I'm like, yes, inject the style into my veins. Because you can do some vile shit with, like, certain weapons. So I think they're trying to Oh, continue, sorry.
Sorry. I was just going to say, in Armored Core, it's the old Armored Core games were very, I would say similar to like Dark Souls in that you had to sort of be very cautious about how much you know boost you're using, how much energy you're using, all this, all
your
that,
ammo
and you can, yeah, exactly. You got to keep an eye on how much ammo you use, all that stuff. But the newest one is sort of like, hey, just fucking boost around everywhere, and you know, hit him with your laser sword until he falls apart or explodes.
Yeah.
You know?
Personally, I blame not Scarlet Nexus for that. I think Scarlet. No. What fucking game was it? Daemon X Machina for that one.
Oh, Daemon X Machina. Yeah, Daemon X Machina was awesome.
which I'm glad.
Oh
it's
no, that
getting a
game's great.
sequel.
It's like we heard you like Gundam, so here's more Gundam for your Gundam. I mean, Daemon X Machina. Yeah, that's
Which
what we meant.
is not even, it's not even really Gundam anyways. It's more like just mech suits. It's not even like actual Gundams. You're just
Sheeny, have you seen
Iron
an
Man.
episode of Gundam?
No, that's not what I mean. Like they wear the suits like Iron Man suits. Like, and I don't mean like, oh, they're giant mechas. No, Armored Core 2 has them literally just wearing Iron Man styled mech suits.
Sheeny, I hate to tell you, but it's very fucking Gundam.
Dude, I saw gameplay of 2. Literally, it looked like a fucking, they were wearing Iron Man suits. And I don't mean like, oh, they're giant. No, they're literally just human-sized suits that they're wearing. So essentially, you're not even
Hang on, are you
piloting a
talking
giant
about
mech
Armored
anymore.
Core?
No, the new Daemon X Machina.
Oh, that's fucking
Oh.
lame.
Is
Guess
there,
we're
a,
not.
is there a Daemon X Machina 2 coming out?
Yeah, they announced it.
Wait, so they're not even in mech suits anymore? That's fucking lame.
Yeah, fuck your mecha. We're all about Iron Man in this bitch.
I mean,
Fuck, what the hell?
Hey, what's up, Shadow?
Because I'm trying to talk to this dude. But yeah, like MGS4. Here's the thing. That's probably why the Master Collection's taking forever. Because if you think about it, Peace Walker could have run well already. Because, well, they're running. It's the Blue Point version. That version.
Oh, they're making a master collection of
Volume 2.
Metal Gear.
We got Volume 1 already, which is MGS 1, 2, 3, the original Metal Gear 1s, Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, and Snake's Revenge, the dog shit one. And I'm hoping
Metal Gear.
Volume 2 has MGS 4, 5, and Rising. Because 5 is basically just 2 games in one, which is, you know, Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. Like, oh, and Peace Walker as well. We're also missing that one, along with Portable Ops.
would getting Rising, would that be licensing nightmare with Platinum?
No, not exactly. Platinum just helps support the game. Yeah, they develop it, but I'm pretty sure Platinum doesn't mind it.
Did we ever?
because, you know,
Are they making Metal? Oh, right, they're not making Metal Gear 6. The entire franchise got canceled.
not canceled? It's just
There's
that
nowhere else for it to go
literally all
except for Rising Revenge.
that's literally all they can do. Either Rising 2.
Because Konami at the time
remakes.
was like, hey, fuck our video game division. We have slot machines.
Yeah, and then they stopped doing that and became a good.
No,
the
the end of the
machines.
timeline is 4.
Yeah, the timeline ended in 4, and then Rising happened, and yeah, literally, if they literally cannot do an MGS 6 because MGS 6 would basically just be Metal Gear 1 because MGS 5 leads to Metal Gear 1. You
Yeah.
know?
Wait, MGS 5's a prequel
Yeah.
Yes.
to the first game? I didn't know that.
Peace Walker, 3, Peace Walker, and 5 are prequels to their first game, and show the story of the original big boss and how he like got his rise to power and then fell by dying to, you know, Solid Snake, not Naked Snake. There's a difference. They may look the same, but they're different characters entirely.
God, that game's lore is fucking confusing.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir, man, and I played the original
Also-
trilogy. Yeah, MGS 1 and 2... Actually, no, not even MGS 2. MGS 2 is where Raiden got introduced, which didn't people really fucking hate
Yep.
Raiden at the time?
Yep. That's why in 3, the Naked Snake ends up dressing up as Raiden, and the main bad guy's like gay lover is a Raiden knockoff.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
You actually Snake loses an eye because of it.
Yeah, and people theorize that Rykov...
And that's how he lost his eye.
Yeah, because
Yes.
he got caught because his nuts weren't the same.
And Rykov-
And
Yep.
no, I shit you not. That's literally how he found out. He literally looked at him, saw something was sketchy, and then grabbed Snake by the balls. Literally. And I don't mean like, oh,
Yep.
he threatened him. No, he literally grabbed him by the balls. And that's how he figured it
Of course.
out. Because apparently Volgan's gay and is hella misogynistic as well, because he likes beating up women.
Gross.
I think that's bad. Well, like I said, he's a sadist. Not only that, I'm pretty sure
Also
that
gross.
there was a few. Didn't he flirt with Snake at some point, saying like just calling his body beautiful or something?
It's been a long time since I played 3, but probably.
Yeah, Volgin is a gross psychopath. And there's a reason he's one of the most iconic and most disgusting villains in Metal Gear. Did I forget to mention he nuked a place?
Of course he did.
He wants to nuke the world. He let's see what else. Does he abuse Rykov, or am I just being an idiot?
I mean, he, without warning, grabbed onto Snake's balls, so, like, I'd imagine that he probably does that to Rykov.
Oh yeah, he's also abusive to his gay lover. He tortures people for fun.
Man, what a legend.
So yeah, and not only that, we know, you know what's fucked up now I think about it? Is that Kojima back then has always been pro-LGBT, and it's only took us now until realize that, oh yeah, that man's definitely gay.
I mean, it was pretty obvious. But also don't forget that that Vamp also exists, and he is not named Vamp because he drinks people's blood. He's named Vamp because of his sexual preferences.
Yeah, he's Vamp because he's bi. He will literally suck the soul out of you.
Hello, I am the bisexual vampire. I can go women, I can go men.
You know what's
I can also go aliens.
He's also immortal. You literally cannot kill him. It will just knock him out.
However, if you want to talk to my brother, he is the asexual vampire.
The asexual.
He doesn't like having sex with anyone.
Dude,
so don't ask him.
Once the Master Collection comes
One
out,
of them was born with all of the horny, and the other one was born with none of the horny.
None of the horny. One time I showed him a picture of a dildo. He freaked the fuck out and told me to get out of the room.
you know,
And that's how I knew he was a failure.
headshots, Vamp. Vamp does the most gay-ass spin I've ever seen. Catches the phone he was talking on, and it just says, yeah, the plan will go accordingly. And I'm
Genie,
like,
I hate to cut you off, but what the fuck is a gay-ass spin?
It's exactly what it sounds like, my god.
Define a gay-ass spin.
it's a gay
The way
guy.
you said that.
It's a gay.
No, Court, don't go.
Hold on. I need to show you it.
I must see this spin. How gay we talking?
Hold on. Watch this.
Okay, that's pretty gay. So is he dead?
No, he's immortal. He can't die.
No. He's fine.
And watch this. Watch him lean back. The
That's also
Jadon,
pretty gay.
the Jadon, my soul.
Hello, I have been shot in the head. Yes, I'm doing the thing. So one time I was at an Italian restaurant with my sister, right? And we didn't eat yet. And this was a mistake of mine that I sometimes make. I drank my whole drink before the food got there, and my fucking head was spinning.
Wait.
And I'm like, ah, Jesus.
Oh, you shitting me? Oh,
Oh
my
yeah, you've never drank
God.
before, so when you're wine drunk, it feels like your head's spinning.
Oh my God! I could have done this. What is wrong with me? I had the item. I was just an idiot.
Like, shit, you never got drunk, right? When you're like,
Only on
when you're
accident.
like wine.
Accident in Persona 1.
Oh, that was fucking funny. But when you're like wine drunk, you feel like your head is spinning.
Well, the day I got drunk, I was like super calm. I remember. Hold on. Let me fix myself. If I remember correctly, what happened is that I went to go pee. I saw a drink on the freezer. I asked whose it was, and then my aunt said, "Oh, it was hers." She said I can have it. And I'm like, "Okay, cool." I take a drink, and I'm like, "Huh, this tastes weird." And I'm like, "Is this like Diet Coke?" And then my aunt just laughed at me and said, "No, that's beer." And I'm like, "Oh."
How did you mistake beer with Diet Coke? Beer is bitter as fuck. Coke is not.
Yeah, I thought it was like some weird like soda drink. I don't remember what. And then I come back and I was like, "Dude, bad news." And it's like, and you were like, "What?" It's like, "I may be a bit drunk." And it's like, "The fuck? How'd you get drunk?" It's like, I drank.
Wait, you were probably tipsy. How did you get drunk off a sip of beer?
I'm a lightweight.
How? I could have like 2 glasses of beer and be completely fine.
Yeah, and then I was like super panicked out, and then after a couple minutes I started to chill out, and I was on my old chair. My old chair was super fucking comfy. Like I was like laying on it and I was like super drowsy. And then you were like talking about shit. And I think I have a short of it, by the way. It's like one of the Persona 1 shorts.
No, I was worried about you. You were acting fucking weird.
Okay, maybe I was.
Oh no, that wasn't Trop. That was Harrah's. I'm talking about hotels in Atlantic City. Never stay at Harrah's. They fucking suck. Were you just singing? Are you alright, man? Holy shit, I think Shinigami actually might be drunk.
Yeah?
Are you actually drunk right now?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
I actually can't see chat right now. You think I can, but I cannot. Also, gosh damn it, YouTube! Stop showing me fucking porn ads. Jesus.
Yeah, I've been getting those ads too, man. You're not alone.
It's like a thing from High School DxD, and it's like the most boom-tastic game ever. Dude. Yeah, because I want that on my fucking phone. That
Dude,
my
I'm pretty sure those are scam ads because no one gives a shit about High School DxD nowadays.
Oh, 100% they're scam ads.
No, that's a joke in Darksiders where during like one of the trailers, or I think Darksiders 2 specifically, they censored they like released a song for it, and they on the back of the box art it literally said the most badass game of 2012, and it's like had like the censored the word ass, and I'm like, that is funny. I'm gonna do that.
Well, I have the original box somewhere. I got it off a yard sale.
Not only that, there's a platinum for this game where the platinum is literally called BFA.
Your post reached 1K likes and 1K views and 26 likes. Yeah, because I was engagement baiting. It's not something to be proud of, TikTok, because you won't promote my actual fucking content lately.
Yeah. Like
TikTok's like, oh, we're gonna like not promote green screen content, even though that's what people like to see from me. I'll just post like green screen gags every now and again, and now TikTok won't even promote them, and it's like, what the fuck, TikTok?
Yeah, the green screen kids started infecting YouTube as well, and it's getting on my nerves. Because
yeah, but I'm not like that dude that's like fucking being an NPC and streaming. I'll literally point something funny out on the green screen and make fun of it, and that's mostly like my little videos that I post, and they're funny.
Yeah. An axe monster thing.
There. You guys are a-holes. You not. Hey, this biatch's coppers can have it.
What's imprisoned here? There are things even you should fear, horseman. Once you are strong.
Like Taxis! That shit's terrifying!
The destroyer knows of your coming.
By the way, can I claim you as a dependent?
He moves his legions against you. Then I'll make this quick.
For 09, this game looks amazing. Either 09 or 2010, I can't remember.
That was an awful bit, and I apologize.
Yeah, what is wrong with you? You and your awful bits.
Arson?
Harassing?
Yeah, that dude should hopefully get life in prison for all that.
Yeah, because because here's the thing. Not only that, and if they do allow it, it was also a hate crime. So
Look, that's the kind of thing that should land you life in prison, no parole, or at least some fucking life in a mental institution, because you're
yeah, because
clearly not fit to be out in society.
yeah, if you're putting your I don't know, your neighbor's dog on a pike to scare him, yeah, you need help, dude.
Not help, just throw in a mental institution or a prison.
The destroyer is beyond your
Hey, Samael, who is a... As you can tell, this game uses a lot from Christian mythology.
Oh.
God, I love War. He's such a badass.
There is a way.
You
Hey,
call that
Ares.
fire breath? I ate Taco Bell with the Diablo sauce for breakfast.
And Taco Bell gives me the... And not only that, Taco Bell doesn't give me diarrhea either. How about that?
Proceeds to just shit a bigger fireball at him. Part one.
It's like, wait, what do you mean you don't shit? Because I'm gonna aim it at you. It turns around.
Full moons his ass.
and then
Shits a
just
massive fireball in his face.
Shoots a massive flaming shit at his face.
Bitch, that's how I murder people. Have you ever had the Diablo sauce? I hear it's like really fucking spicy.
I don't need Taco Bell. That's that fake shit. I don't need that.
Oh yeah, you're actually Mexican.
Yes, exactly.
Note, Shinigami's family cooking on my list of things I want to eat.
It's not really all that much. I'm currently trying out SMT3. My question is, when would you say the game starts getting really getting good? After Matador, because that's when things have to open up. Also, people could say because remember how I talked about I was gushing over Darksiders earlier, and say that like,
Yeah.
well, here's the thing. There's a reason people consider the first game the best, and that's because it had, how do I say this? It's the one that felt like it had the most thought put into it. Whereas sort of with Darksiders 2, they were sort of experimenting, and Darksiders 3 was just sort of following trends. And then Genesis was sort of also another experiment. And not only that, remember, like I said, this game's considered like DMC Christian Edition. And after that, they sort of
Christian
went for
edition.
more Diablo-esque combat in 2. Despite me, and I love 2 to death. That was my first Darksiders. So it's a bit of bias in there. But I can understand why, because there is some good, cool shit you can do in this game.
I'll bias you right on your ass.
Which also, if you're gonna buy this game, get War Mastered or 2 Definitive Edition, because 2 Definitive Edition, they released a free upgrade for it that ports the game to Unreal 4 specifically, I think, and they improved the lighting and everything, and it makes the game look way prettier. Woo! Yeah, some cool shit you can do in this game, I don't think you can really do in Darksiders 2. Because, unlike DMC, you can't really style as easily in that game, because every weapon is tied to a really weird, like, because in Darksiders 1 it's tied to the D-pad. Darksiders 2 you have to sort of do a menu, because they tied healing to the left and right buttons for like the D-pad. And it kind of sucks, because there's a lot of skills in the game you can use, but because of the way the game's designed, you can't really use all those skills at once. You're sort of forced to pause the game to like use the cool shit, or you gotta have them automatically equipped. It's annoying, but what can you do? I'm just having the MC of SMT3 as a physical user with no weaknesses, the best, the default. That's the SMT 1 and 2 route. If you want to do like an actual build, you can. It's just really weird late game, because late game gets kind of bullshitty with the magic.
My brother spoke of your coming.
Because most enemies have the reflector are immune to it.
Holds me now. I cannot help you.
My brother Smokey, you're coming. Oh yeah, come all over my
Perhaps. These servants of the Destroyer walk unseen within the realm of shadow. By their blood we are bound. By their blood shall we be free. I can no longer move within the Shadow Realm. Much of my power has left me. You need no
Dude, all you need is a Millennium item. Stop being a bitch.
grant you the
That's all you need to do to move in the Shadow Realm.
to the accursed realm for a time.
You know, only Yu-Gi-Oh fans are gonna get that joke, and I'm not ashamed of it.
What hope have we now against the destroyer's foul sorcery? Hope will not bring you freedom.
God, Liam O'Brien gives such a good performance in this.
He also around this time was doing Asura for Asura's Wrath, so
Oh, he did Asura too?
yeah, and he was amazing. Still hate that death battle.
No, all I know is I got a subscriber apparently. Nice, the
Oh,
shorts are working.
Do you have any comments on that one where I made the fucked up grandma joke? Is that there? Is there no comment?
No, but it made a guy want to watch the entire video.
Nice. That was still so funny.
Says maybe I will go and watch Effie Awakening live VOD, and I'm like, thank you for your patronage. He's like, no problemo, sir. Maybe I'll reference Sekirot might die a lot at 1646. Whatever the fuck that means.
But yeah, like I know you don't want. I think I'll show you after stream. But oh my god, it is. Ooh. It's.
Oh yeah, you know what's causing the gray screen? It's because I had Star Wars running before, and it's an old game. Because old games love not to play nice with newer graphics cards.
Of course they don't.
You know what else doesn't play nice with newer graphics cards?
Your mom.
I want to say it's so bad, but I've already told way too many political jokes.
I was about to say he's insulting the Israelites, but okay.
No. So, okay, it's a true story. Or no, it wasn't even in Jersey. We were in Philly, and I was with my sister and one of her girlfriends, and she had my sister's girlfriend had a boyfriend who was from New Zealand, right? And this one fucking homeless dude comes up to me, he's like, "Oh man, I love Australia." It was the stupidest thing ever. Like, first of all, the dude was New Zealander. He wasn't Australian. He just comes up to, he doesn't even ask for money. He's like, he's like, "I love Australians." Pretty sure the dude was drunk. It was funny as fuck though.
It's fucking Philly. It's always some weird shit going down there.
Dude, they have this old train station that they convert into a food market, and it's fucking amazing.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think one of the few YouTuber talked about it where it's like he ate dinner in there, and I'm like, that is so cool. Like, it turned into a restaurant.
Ah, it's cool as fuck. Like, you can get your groceries done. You can get like fast food in there. It's really cool.
It's like they'll probably just talk to you while they're paying for their groceries, which is
like
fine.
Honestly, in reality, a lot of them just need somebody to talk to, even if they're trauma dumping. And
Yeah.
it's like,
That's
okay.
That's how it was when I worked with my grandpa. He would talk to me about a lot of stuff because he just needed someone to talk to.
I just do my return work and hear them out.
Yeah.
Because technically, I'm still giving customer service.
Because that's what I would do. Because like, here's the thing: as a provider, like you need to like basically help them clean, stand up, use the bathroom, all that stuff. But most of the time, his place was clean. Like I would like bring my vacuum over to his house, clean like his place a bit, help him make food and the like. And I would just mostly just chill because he would just tell me stories. We could watch like a show together, and it was just sort of like just relaxing in a way.
Yeah. I used to rack up positive customer coupons like crazy.
Not only that, add in the fact that my house was like super close by. Like literally, it would take me just like 30 seconds to get to his house. So we were like super close by, and every time he was bored, he would like ask, "Hey, can I go to the house?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, sure." And I would like drive him over so we could just chill out and hang out.
Do you know my job had good customer service coupons that I would nickname Good Boy Points?
Well, I mean, that's what they are technically, so...
Literally. You know what the stupid thing was with them, though? So you're supposed to use them to pay for your lunch, but they never paid off your whole lunch. So I would always end up like owing something, and it was bullshit because sometimes I'd like need them for when I had like no money. But of course, I couldn't make a negative balance, so I kind of still got fucked both ways to Sunday.
Because of course you did. A lot of your stories seem to have you getting fucked in the ass sometimes.
And my, you know what's dumb? So my store's slogan was "Be a good neighbor." I didn't know being a good neighbor was letting your employees starve because they can't use their coupon properly. Expired.
Speaking of which,
here's the thing with working retail: we're all in a shared state of misery.
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
a camaraderie to that, and I kind of miss it.
Yeah, everyone hates each other, but in a loving way, because we all know.
No, none of us hated each other. We
just
all liked each other.
We just
we're
we
in a shared state of misery.
Yeah, because you can all bitch about how much your job sucks.
Oh yeah.
Which, speaking of which, apparently the 9 to 5 is slowly dying because my generation's like, we're getting paid dog shit for working this many hours. Yeah, fuck that.
Dude.
Unless you start paying us more, we're not gonna work those hours. And my generation's
She
kind of
literally asked me about a retail job, and I'm like, dude, don't. Like, it's fucking misery, especially the place you wanted to work at.
Yeah, the thing is, I chose that place because it was like close by to my house. It's literally like a 2-minute walk from here.
I was gonna say, if you can get one at a Costco, then okay, because Costco is good employee benefits.
That was my fucking first choice during high school. I wanted to work at a Costco, but my mom was like, yeah, no. McAllen has horrible traffic. I'm afraid you're gonna crash. And I'm like, okay, fine. And then I got
the problem with Costco is they hire people on seasonally, and they don't do like a part-time position like out the gate. And that's the issue. They're like, you have to know somebody to even get hired there.
Yeah. And then, yeah, and it sucked because they paid like $17 an hour, and I'm like, fuck yeah, for being like a cashier, fuck yeah, or a janitor.
That's starting pay. I only got paid that after like fucking. I only got paid that after 7 years of work, you bitch.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I didn't even want to work as a cashier. I was fine being a janitor. Like I was fine doing that. But
you don't want to be a janitor in retail, man. I could tell you stories of our fucking night manager who no longer works there, thank fuck, who would treat the janitors like his personal slaves, and he would literally make them have mental breakdowns on the clock.
Yeah, my second choice is working as a janitor in a Buc-ee's, which
when you have to check your janitor friend to make sure he's mentally okay, you know there's something wrong with your workplace.
Yeah.
There's this one clip from Family Feud, and the question was, what do you pass around? What is something that people pass around? And the thing that the dude said was, a joint. And then Steve Harvey's like, we're all going to hell.
Dude, I love
Steve Harvey, man. He's the best.
Oh, dude, I remember watching a compilation of a dude reacting to it. Oh, and he found a dude where there was like a contestant who looked exactly like Steve Harvey, but fucked up. And he was like, oh my god, it's Heave Starvey.
Heave Starvey. Dude, the producers know that, the producers love to make fun of him, and they know he'll go along with it, so they always, like, make him ask the most embarrassing questions.
I think one of my favorite ones is where it's like, what do you call Steve Harvey? And like, what do you call what do you name this what word starts with an S? And then someone said a snake, but the thing is the question wasn't finished. It's like, what word starts with an S that will correlate to Steve Harvey? And want to know what she said?
What?
A snake.
Oh, there was one where they're like, what Hall of Fame would Steve Harvey be put in? And it's like, black people. And the question comes up and he's like, damn right! And then the question comes up on screen and it's like, African American.
Oh, dude, there was, I think, in my other favorite one where it's like, some dude said, what, and I think when the question was, what is something that always looks better in black? And then the dude rang up and you want to know?
Harvey.
No, you want to know what he said?
I've seen it, Steve Harvey.
No, it's people. And
people.
And then he was like, boy, let me tell you something. If this ain't #1, you're still going to get respect from me. Because the question was, like I said, what always looks better than black? And then he said people.
Steve Harvey's gonna be one of those hosts where if he retires or dies, like the show's never gonna be the same.
Oh, it's never gonna be the same. The day he passes is the day Family Feud dies permanently. Debating, it was annoying. It's why I don't like to talk about it.
I still need to watch the live action version of Dumbo, and I think this is a good place to end the stream and a really good scene to do it on.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's look at this Gothic tower. You have this badass unit of a man just standing in front of it.
The badass motherfucker.
Which, oh god, I still love his design. Like, I can never dream of getting this good. Like, the detail is amazing. The fact this game came out in 2009.
Again, it gives me like a very World of Warcraft vibe.
Yeah. Like, I think this art style was just my introduction to World of Warcraft style. But, yeah. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna hit it. For those that are new, I really appreciate you subscribe if you are new and like the stream if you enjoyed it. For those watching after the stream, I really appreciate you subscribe if you are new, like the stream if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment when to call me a shitter. Anyways,
I'm Japan.
We're gonna head off for the night.
I'm Japan number 79. Please subscribe to me on my channel.
I stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 9:30 p.m. CST, and this man streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 his time, most of the time. Anyways, we're gonna head off for the night. Good night, guys and gals. We're gonna call ourselves. See y'all next time. Bye bye.